Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Quarterback making adjustments. Quick handoff. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. There's a crease. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Play fake, Williams. Here's the pressure. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. All the way! Touchdown, Tigers!
And I'm kind of surprised that's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Ready, go!
Caught, and he's got room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Keep.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Ready, go!
Goes to the option. Now the toss.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Williams. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running. Might have a chance. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I don't know what the records are, but Jesse, they are very much in danger. It looks like Derrick Henry playing with a bunch of 6-year-olds out here right now. Just hand him the ball, and he's just doing whatever he wants, however he wants, and putting up some stupid numbers.
He looks like Derrick Henry and Pop Warner. I mean, that's what this is looking like right now. It's ridiculous what we're watching, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. This could be one of the greatest running back performances in the history of college football if he stays in the game.
He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback making checks. They'll start on the ground with Washington. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The pull and throw off the RPO. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. And the Huskies hit it quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Here's Williams to throw. Sends it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. Play action with Williams. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to Washington. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Williams dumps it to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Plows through the defense. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
That's caught. It's Berry. Got room at the 35. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this.
Makes the grab and room to run. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Washington right back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Williams rushes on him. Makes the catch. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. It's Williams again. Fires to the big fella. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams on the play fake. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Got a man, it's Watkins. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today. And the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone. And I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Got it in the middle, it's Green. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Motion from the wideout. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He stopped in his tracks, and boy, were they ready for the jet sweep. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Booster.
They'll send the back in motion. Third down from the gun, Williams. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up.
Ready.
Might be changing the route. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
To the air, it's Levitt. Zings it complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass on second down. Fires into the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Hauls it in. At the 35, he's loose. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And this can happen on those third and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big third down conversion.
He tries to take the top off. He caught it. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the D deny them on second and goal. Motion from the back. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested...
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. To throw, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because...
And now the ball is free in the end zone. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen, but all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Off the play fake on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the back in the middle. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let it go. Got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Ready, 4, ready, go.
make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going with the counter play here. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Now on the option. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
Washington again. Could be an alley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Huskies moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Go.
Throwing, Williams. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that two-point conversion attempt goes awry. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Timeout called by the defense just shy of the 2-minute mark. 2:02 remaining here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's in open space down, finding some room. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Huskies want to move quickly. Here's Williams to throw. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Makes the catch. It's Moss. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to the run, it's Washington. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Williams. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside.
There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Number 8, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Williams. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll give it to Washington. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Williams looking for a man. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pucks it out of the air. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Washington. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.